Well, hello there, collective. I hope all is well on this Monday for y'all. Monday Fun Day, Strawberry Full Moon. Let's see what the cards have in store for you. Sitting here just enjoying this beautiful day. It's nice here in Georgia on the 29th of June. At 7:45 a.m. Yes, let's see. King of Cups. So the card says compassionate, caring, affectionate, and friendly. All right, so that's what we got. So somebody wants to be compassionate and caring and affectionate. Okay. Why? Come on, spirit. I seen the ace wanted to come out there somewhere. Let's see what else there is. Well, because abandonment, disappointment, finding new paths, and failed attempts. So basically, collective, you are being this sunshine in your own life. You are being this heart in your own life that needed to heal, that hug that you always needed to get and have and hold after being disappointed and abandoned and treated not so fairly and so kind. So you have decided to have the strength to give that to yourself. And you realized how important it was to do so simply because of the fact that nobody's going to do it for you, and you have been disappointed so many times by those you thought was going to give you equal reciprocity, equal give and take, all of the things. And you learned that you had to be your own best friend, basically. You had to give yourself your own hugs, basically. You had to be your own chef, your own cook, your own coach, your own maid, your own personal stylist, your own hype man. High priestess. And you're okay with that now. That balance is real. And not only do you see with your two eyes, you see with your third eye. And you're able to see beyond the veil of the bullshit. Before you could have not been able to detect necessarily who was who and what was what, because you thought everybody that came through with a smile was your friend or someone to trust or someone you could give the Atlanta crazy, someone you can give the benefit of the doubt to, and you're realizing that that's just not the case. That's just not the case. And unfortunately, there have been a lot of tears, and you're saying, woe is me, why is me, why did I give my heart? Why can't I get equal reciprocity, etc., etc.? Well, you had to understand that you're no longer in a period of isolation, which is where you were when you were in this situation with those who decided to toy around with you. But you are now in a period of solitude simply because Spirit wants you to be happy with you and start over with you and love the you without questioning your value, without questioning why you should, without asking yourself, should I do this, without second guessing, but knowing. And to start over loving yourself happily and contently. If you look at the Knight of Cups, the High Priestess, the Strength card, and the King of Cups that came out, all of them have smiles on their faces. All of them are by themselves, except for the Strength card, and the Knight of Cups that has a horse, and the Strength card that has a lion. Simply because they're content. And also Spirit saying that you may need to get you some spirit babies. Bottom of the deck, Sun card. All right, you may need to get you some spirit babies some fur babies. You may like horses. You may be exotic and like lions. You may be a cat person. All right. Get yourself out in nature if you can't afford to have cats and dogs and hogs and mogs and beans, greens, potatoes, and tomatoes. Get somewhere where there's somewhere where you can go to like a petting zoo and volunteer, or like I know like here in Atlanta they have a park called Chastain Park, and they have a horse park which you can volunteer at. I have done so for a few years now. So the emperor came out next. The reason why self love is so important is because you don't want to be in a position like this and end up with a bozo that puts you in a position like this. Okay, in your head and lackluster and wondering why. Bottom of the deck, two of swords, shit like this. When you get to a status like this, you need to understand that you're war ready. That means that because the emperor and empress, it took all four kings, all four queens to get to that status. So each one of those had to fight battles, and those battles were won. So now they are war ready. They're able to lead a war. They're in a position because they fought all the battles. Okay, you don't want to get into this position, all right, and not be ready, because you, believe it or not, the Most High will grant you this position because it was always supposed to be yours, and will give you this position before you're ready. And you don't want to lose it based upon a fucking bozo. You want to make sure you're always aligned with spirit and grabbing your power. You want to make sure that those that are in your court are not goddamn jesters giving you advice. You want to make sure that your self-love always comes first, and anything that anybody gets from you is always what poureth over. And that's even if they get that, because a lot of motherfuckers these days don't even deserve that. Okay, so spirit just wants you to know your worth, understand that Mama Moon, Papa Sun is here for you. All right, use your intuition wisely. Don't try to see things for what you want them to be. See them for what they are, and it will always lead you in the right direction towards where you ought to be. It's your girl.